Welcome back, Change Checkers, to your very latest newsletter.
This month, the Take Here Games began after a year's delay, so Change Checker have been celebrating with lots of fun challenges and content for you all. And of course, we have also seen some amazing numismatic issues.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're excited for today's video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that you never miss an upload. And of course, if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to give us a like.
And don't forget, you can listen to today's newsletter on our podcast, which is available across all major streaming platforms.
Okay, so I think it's time to take a look at some of this month's highlights. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Alex, and this is your Change Checker newsletter for July. So Lewis Carroll's tales have been delighting readers for over 150 years, and we were just so excited earlier this month, weren't we, by the introduction of 2 new £5 coins celebrating his famous tales, of course, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Now, perhaps the most exciting thing about these coins is that they do feature original illustrations from the books by Sir John Tenniel. So I think we should have a look at these coins a bit closer up, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think these are some fantastic designs. Probably some of my favourite £5 I've seen in recent years. Do you have a favourite of the two?
I think the first is my favourite. It's the first book. It's how it kind of soared to fame. So I think we've got to go for that one. And of course, it does have that Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, that is really good. Well, okay, I'm just going to say the other one.
Yeah.
Just argue to say,
be fair.
Of course, we've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum on the second coin, which has only just been released in August. The first coin was released back last month. And that was, of course, featuring Alice and the Cheshire Cat from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The second coin is featuring the characters from Through the Looking Glass. So really great that both books have been celebrated on these coins. As you say, over 150 years of fairy tale and nonsense and everything that makes Lewis Carroll's stories so recognisable worldwide.
Exactly. It would be hard to find someone that doesn't know the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland stories. You know, of course, they've gone on to massive fame. We've seen so many adaptations, but the original books is really where it started. So how amazing to have those original illustrations on the coins. And of course, those of you that did pre-order the Through the Looking Glass £5 coin, when the first coin was issued, you will probably have already received them. And likewise with our subscription service, you will also have your orders on your way to you. So huge congratulations to you guys. And if you haven't already ordered, make sure you use the link on screen now. You can find out more about the coins and just the really amazing story that sits behind them, because that's the best part about it, isn't it, really?
It really is. And you know what? This isn't the first time that we've seen characters appear on £5 coins. This year we've seen a real kind of shift, haven't we, in the kind of designs that we see on the £5. So we were delighted by the Mr. Men and Little Miss series. Yeah. That was fantastic, wasn't it?
It was so good. Yeah. And then of course we had that Peter Rabbit £5. So that was the UK's first ever £5 coin celebrating Peter Rabbit, and you know, like you said, there's been some amazing characters so far. And if you think about the size of a £5 coin as well, it does allow for so much design, you can certainly see that in these new new £5 coins, can't you? So really remarkable.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're fantastic. But as Alex said, if you want to get your hands on them or just to find out more, head to the link on screen now. So of course it was in the late 1800s when Herbert George Wells helped to pioneer what would later be known as the science fiction novel, and audiences of Herbert George Wells have spanned across generations. I think we all know the name and of course some of his really famous works. But now, in the year marking the 75th anniversary of his death, a brand new UK £2 coin has been issued.
Exactly, and like Rachel said, it's really hard to find someone that doesn't know the stories by H.G. Wells, and of course these stories have been celebrated on this brand new £2 coin, including designs from his novel The Time Machine, The Invisible Man and War of the Worlds. So how exciting that, you know, the 3 most famous stories. I mean, I certainly love War of the Worlds. It's probably one of my favourite sci-fi books. I don't know about you,
incredible.
But how exciting that we see these books being celebrated on the coin. And of course, we did see this design back in the 2021 annual coin set, so it's not new to us, but this is the first time that collectors have had the chance to get their hands on that individual coin. So if you have got the annual coin set, you already have it, but if you are just after this £2 coin, this is the way that you could get it. So how exciting for £2 collectors.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's great. This is actually the first individual £2 coin release that we've seen of the year. So very exciting for those of you that are collecting the £2. And of course, this coin really hit the headlines at the start of the year when we first saw the design. You might have seen it yourself. In fact, this coin has an additional leg on the tripod. So we were expecting 3. In fact, this one has 4. So an interesting interpretation there on the design, but it really did hit the headlines there. And of course the tripod is from the famous The War of the Worlds. It was the Martian that is so iconic with this story, and I think just just incredible that it is celebrated on the coin. It adds something a little bit more interesting, I think, when we can spot something that's a little bit unusual with a design. So for me, I think it just adds to the collectability of the coin, really.
Yeah, it really does. And I think, we've got to give credit to the fact that Chris Costello has really taken creative license on this. It's really inspiration that's come from the coin. And I like it, like you say, it just makes for such interesting collecting, doesn't it? Just spotting those little things. And of course, we did have another supposed error where a collector found their H.G. Wells £2 coin had a wider yellow nickel brass ring. So this could have been a result of a wider blank being used, but we are obviously, of course, yet to receive confirmation from the Royal Mint regarding this coin's genuine error status. So we'll be certainly waiting for that eagerly, I think, because that just, again, makes for really interesting coin collecting. And there's not many people that have found one. So if you've spotted this before on a £2 coin, do let us know in the comments below. And of course, if you're yet to secure the H.G. Wells £2 coin for your collection, you can do so following the link on screen now, where you can order it in brilliant uncirculated quality for £8.99 plus P&P. So this month, the novelist, poet, historian and biographer Sir Walter Scott has been celebrated on a brand new £2 coin. And we think about Sir Walter Scott, and he's really famous for creating those amazing poetic romances, and of course his books that were all set in Scotland. And I think they're great because they really give an insight into Scottish history and society at the time. So how fantastic that he's celebrated on a £2 coin. So I was really excited about it. I don't know if you were.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So of course this is the 250th anniversary since his birth. So it's an incredible anniversary to be celebrating one of the most influential Scots in history, actually. I think so many people will know his name and his novels, so it's great that we do see this coin. It's actually been designed by Stephen Raw, and there's an inscription on there, and it says, "The will to do, the soul to dare." So a really great coin there. You can see Sir Walter Scott's image there as well, and actually the font on the coin itself is paying tribute to some of the monuments celebrating Sir Walter Scott as well, so I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. So it really kind of encapsulates his whole career, doesn't it, really? His person, who he is as a person, as well as all the works and where he sort of came from. So I think that's amazing. And actually, he's not the first author that we've seen to be celebrated on coins. Of course, I've said this before and I'll say it again, Charles Dickens' £2 coin has got to be my favourite. Sir Walter Scott obviously coming in close second, but some really amazing authors to be celebrated on coins. So what's your favourite?
Well, you know what, we've seen so many. We've got the Wordsworth £5, we've got the Shakespeare £2 coins, Agatha Christie, Mary Shelley. You could go on, but I think for me, the series that really inspired a whole generation of collectors. We've seen so many 50p's now released and a £5 coin. It's got to be Beatrix Potter. I think her tales are just so delightful. It really takes me back to childhood, and I'm sure it will do the same for so many of you out there as well. But I think overall, we've got to look at all the different coins in our UK change which celebrate so many incredible authors and literature characters as well. So there are so many to choose from, aren't there?
Definitely, exactly. And of course, we did sadly receive the news that there are no plans for £2 coins to be entering circulation anytime soon. So if you do want to get your hands on this coin, if you haven't already got it from the annual coin set, this is your chance to get it in brilliant uncirculated quality. So make sure you're using the link on screen now. It will also be in the description box below.
So earlier this month, we updated our eBay tracker and our valuation index, and this is a really easy way for you to see how much the top 10 UK coins and banknotes are selling for right now.
Exactly. So of course, in those top 10, we have that Kew Gardens 50p, which I'm so surprised by because it's actually shot up by a further £9. So bearing in mind that change alone is far greater than its actual face value. And that's not even the price it's selling for, because the median sold price in July has been £156. Can you even believe that?
I mean, absolutely incredible.
If you're after that coin, it's definitely a hefty price to pay, certainly. But if you really want it, perhaps you're one of the collectors that would pay that. And of course, our valuation index as well, which does follow the rise and fall of the overall value of these coins kind of together, shows a 3.53 decrease since our last update in January. So some really interesting changes, some really big movers and shakers on there. Yeah,
there really are. That Kew Gardens, I think it's increased every single time we've updated the tracker over the last 3 maybe updates. So it's incredible to see that it continues to rise. But like you say, there is a slight decrease overall. And I think, part of that has got to have been affected by COVID over the recent months. But now, as we are starting to move back to some sort of normality, we've reached that Freedom Day deadline. I think perhaps we will see people spending cash a little bit more, and we'll start to see some people maybe feeling more confident in spending money and being able to build up their collections as well. So let's hope that it really kind of kickstarts the hobby again, and we'll see how this affects the next tracker in our new update.
Exactly. So if you want to find out more about which coins and banknotes might be selling for on the secondary market, you can head to our blog where you can find out all you need to know there, and the link is on screen now. So of course, this month it has been so exciting in both the sporting and the numismatic world as the postponed Tokyo Games have commenced. Now of course we've all waited a year for this, and of course we were all waiting for that Team GB 50p2, which was postponed in alignment with the Games. So how exciting that we've now got the Tokyo Games happening and we've all got that Team GB 50p.
Exactly, really exciting all around, a really great time to be celebrating sports and to be celebrating Team GB. Now we actually took this coin to the Olympic Park in London to see what collectors thought about the new coin, and we had some really great responses, didn't we?
We really did. So everyone really loved it. And I think, you know what, there's a real backing behind Team GB. Obviously anyway, usually, but even more so this year, it's been a challenging year for us all. And I think it really emulates kind of that country spirit that we've all got. So we're certainly wishing Team GB the best of luck in the game. So we would love to know what you think about the new coin. And if you've also got it in your collection already, let us know in the comments below. We were asking people, weren't they, what kind of sports they could see on the coin. So perhaps pinpoint your favourite one and let us know in the comments.
Now we also launched the Olympic 50p collecting challenge for you to see how many Olympic 50p's you can collect. Of course, there's 29 of them out there in circulation, but they are incredibly hard to track down. And in fact, it's been estimated that over 75% of them have been removed from circulation by collectors. So best of luck if you are taking part in the challenge.
Exactly. I mean, you might already have a complete set of 29. You might just want to reward yourself. So of course, we do have the sports edition packs available for you collectors, which includes a mystery 50p, a change checker album, London 2012 ID cards and pocket pages, a sports edition title page, and for those of you that when you complete your collection, or you might have already, we have got a sports edition medal. So the perfect way to round off a really impressive collection of coins. Now, if you do want to find out more and if you want to secure a sports edition pack for your collection to get kick-started into the challenge, we've left a link on the screen now, or it's in the description box below.
And don't forget, on Facebook we are giving one lucky collector the chance of owning a complete set of Olympic 50p's by guessing the number of gold medals that Team GB win at this year's Games. So our winners will be chosen on Monday the 9th of August, so make sure that you head over to our Facebook page and cast your entry now.
Exactly, and what a prize to win. So really make sure you are commenting. This is a great giveaway and probably the best giveaway that we've done in a long time, so make sure that you are placing your entries. And of course we have also got some really fun content yet to come, including some Stop the Coin challenges, which you were all loving in our countdown to decimalisation activities. We've got TikTok challenges and giveaways, so make sure you're following us on all of our channels to take part. You can find all of them in the description box below. So early this month, we went live on Facebook to answer all of your 50p questions. Now, it's been quite a while since we've done one of these, and of course, Rachel and I, it was the first time that we were back in the studio, sat side by side, so we certainly enjoyed it, and it's great to be seeing you guys commenting as well. So thank you to everyone who did send us a question in prior, or even came to join us and said hello. It was great to see you all there.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and of course, let us know if you have any other questions for us, or if you'd like to see any other Q&As, like an A to Z 10p would be pretty cool, wouldn't it, if we did some questions all about that. So let us know in the comments below if you have any other suggestions. Now the video is also up on our YouTube channel, so if you've missed it, make sure that you head there to check it out and see if your questions were answered. Well, what a busy month it's been, and August is already actually shaping up to be a great month too, I think.
It certainly is. So don't forget, if you never want to miss an upload from us, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you turn your notifications on. And if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to give this video a like.
And of course, you can also listen to today's episode on our podcast, which is available across all major streaming platforms.
Otherwise, we'll see you all next time, where we'll be reporting all the latest numismatic news from August.
See you then.